been away. I've been across the Atlantic to San Francisco for 10 days, so I haven't lived there or anything. I just went on a bus a couple of times. And I wrote some stuff, so this is all new stuff tonight. This is one about the doctors. I don't know about you, but I only go to the doctors about once every year. So it's called The Appointment. I don't know my doctor. I see him once a year if I can help it, and sometimes he's a she. Summoned to a treatment room for my treat. Gentle knock and invited in, greeted by a medical geek staring into a computer screen. He's bored with his repeated opening line and asks me how I am today. I nearly say fine, but that's ridiculous. Well, I've got this pain right here, and while I'm here I've noticed my toe is at a click and aches when it rains. Then I'm asked for my diagnosis, confusing the expected transaction. He feeds my symptoms into Google and asks Dr. Jeeves, then prints out a prescription. Not seriously enough for loosening clothing, sharp needles or fingers in my embarrassment. 10 minutes up, see you next ailment. This one, when I was younger, and I don't actually come from Surrey, although you wouldn't tell. I come from the north of England, and I don't know whether you did that in the south, but in the north we used to walk at Whitsuntide. I don't know whether they do it now, but the Catholics walk one week, and then the C of E and the Protestants walk the next, and adults just got pissed, basically. But what I loved about that is all the kids got new clothes, and everyone tried to shine and clean themselves up. So this is called That Whitsun When I Walked. Oh, I used to be a choir boy at the time as well. So. That Whitsun when I walked, for what seemed like miles, in holy vestments, crew cut fresh, new shoe blisters marking my passion. Cubs, brownies, scouts and guides, and scrubbed up angels. All that life dirt swilled away just for one day. You see my babies as God intended. We walked the witness past packed pubs, our fresh from the shops new clothes, not yet contaminated by the sweat and dirt, because Jesus suffers little children who smell of Johnson's talc and Brill cream. Assembled in infirmary tennis courts, all disinfectant clean, and the frightening smell of medical matters and mortality mixed with overstewed vegetables and meat pie. We sang familiar hymns, so loud with brass and drum, to wake up God and remind him that we're still here in the shit, looking upwards, and those who lived on the hill attend to this order kept. Old men with medals, wearing berets, sang those words of peace and love, buried their embarrassed, tearful heads to the floor as our performing priest prayed for us to maintain our insanity. Mums and dads, just for one day, declared their love with clumsy embrace. Cheeks pecked in full sight of all, family photos, an opportunity to gently squeeze that sex, lift that youthful promise briefly to the foreground again. Mums, preen themselves, remembering their seductive glory when they gave up the grunts of love as those calloused hands and dirty fingernails pushed upwards beyond the laughing line. Their hair set in frozen pose, new stockings and two-piece, with spittle and hanky at hand to polish away any traces of our disease, and that glorious smell of chemist's perfume and Park Drive. We could be proud of ourselves, once again replicated. This miracle that carried us through the heat of another summer that would wear down the painful crispness of my new collar. Then home to sacrificial beef with all the trimmings, apple pie, bird's custard, orange squash and 2 ounces of chewing nuts. Exhausted, blissful, dizzy, that Whitsun when I walked. Okay, this one's actually about Americans, not just America. When I was in San Francisco, my mate who was from Oldham, just like I am, and he's gone all American on me because I said, he said, how did you go on today? I said, well, for lunch I had a burrito. He said, no, you don't have burritos here, you have burritos. Burritos. He says, you don't ask for a burrito, you ask for a burrito. And they don't walk on the sidewalk, which is spelled walk, they just walk on the sidewalk. So it's a sidewalk and a burrito. And I got into this kind of language thing. And at the time I was there, I was kind of really shocked by the homelessness and the mental health that was on the streets as well. That people walk past it. And it's not that they're cruel, it's not that they don't see it. It's just that it seems to threaten that dream. So I wrote this, and it's a little bit of a rant. So a bit of a Mancunian rant, but I've kind of, I do a little bit of the American bits too, so it's called A Common Language. Whoa, whoa, let's go, hey, 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 aerobics on Pier 1, not on the sidewalk, you're sitting in your big burrito. I can't do this right now, like I've got to see my therapist. I'm on the sidewalk right now, eating my big burrito on the sidewalk, with all that land of the free, home of the brave, madness, fear, eyes closed, pretend end. If you really close your eyes tight, you can still see the dream that started with a film star ending and now a menacing mystery. Oh, say, can you see with those eyes closed, walking on the sidewalk, devouring that big burrito? Now stare at yourself in the bar mirror, watch yourself get slammed talking to Tina from Boulder, Colorado. She finds you awesome in an awesome don't fuck me way. Where to next when you're awesome? Out on the sidewalk eating that awesome big burrito. It's like awesome. But you only manage to keep one step ahead of those teeth gnashing at your fanny, pinching your awesome fanny on the sidewalk. Keep on running or you'll be consumed like that awesome big burrito. I avoid them both under those stinking shit love addictions that glue them to the sidewalk, begging that awesome big burrito. I'm starving here. Fuck you, bitch. Fuck you on the sidewalk, behind that life-cluttered RV. Adventures long gone, stuck on the sidewalk. Yet I still feel your spirit that spits back at how it is. Swears and cusses and spits on the sidewalk, spitting out that force-fed awesome big burrito. You big beautiful arsehole, you keep on believing with those teeth in your fanny, and I love you for that, for fighting and squeezing every ounce of that dream. God bless Americans. God bless their grace and give them the strength to hold hands together, lift themselves off the sidewalk, be as awesome as they are, like an awesome, beautiful, big burrito. Thank you.